Evelyn Cole stands under the chandelier of the Riverside Grand Hotel and smiles until her cheeks hurt. The room is Manhattan bright, all glass and gold and people who clap because clapping costs nothing. Her new collection, Stardust, just made the shortlist for the International Emerging Designer Prize. A waiter slides a flute into her hand and she lifts it like proof that she belongs here. Mia Carter presses clothes at her side in a silver gown that Evelyn sketched after midnight last winter. "You did it, Ev," Mia says, voice sweet as whipped cream. "We did it," Evelyn replies, and she means it. Noah White arrives with his editor charm and his magazine smile. He wraps an arm around Evelyn as if she is an exclusive feature he can publish. "My brilliant girl," Noah says, kissing her temple. "After you win, we celebrate again." He adds, softer, as if promising a ring. Evelyn laughs because happiness makes her lightheaded and she trusts the two people beside her most. A photographer calls for a trio shot and they pose, shoulders touching, like family. Mia slips her phone away too quickly when the flash pops. Evelyn tells herself it is nothing. She tells herself because that is what she has always done for Mia. When the speeches start, Evelyn is pulled toward the stage by friends and mentors. She thanks the sewing team, the pattern makers, the models who bled in heels for her. The applause swells, then fades into music and networking and the warm chaos of industry nights. Evelyn escapes to the restroom to fix the lipstick that keeps smearing when she laughs. She stares at her reflection and whispers, "You earned this." Her phone buzzes in her clutch, then buzzes again, then goes quiet. She realizes too late she left the clutch on her chair. Evelyn hurries back, heart quick, not from fear but from the simple fear of being careless. She turns the corner and stops so hard her shoes squeak on the marble. Mia is at her seat with Evelyn's phone in her hands. Noah stands beside Mia, too close, his shoulders tight like a man watching a door. Mia's thumb flicks across the screen in frantic little swipes. Noah's eyes flash toward the hallway, then back to the phone. Evelyn feels the air thin. "Mia," she says. Noah flinches like the word is a slap. Mia whips around with a smile that is a second too late. "Oh, Ev," Mia says, holding the phone out. "It kept buzzing, so I checked." Evelyn takes the phone and the screen is still unlocked. A message preview hangs at the top like a blade. "Sender Mia. Text. Sweetheart, when will she hand you the final Stardust files? We are running out of time." Evelyn's fingers go cold. She stares at the name attached to the thread. Recipient Noah. Her throat makes a sound that is not quite a breath. Noah reaches for the phone and stops himself halfway, like he remembers an audience exists. Mia's eyes dart left and right, measuring exits. Evelyn taps the screen. The thread opens. The first line she sees is not business. "You look so good when you are jealous," Noah has written. Mia replies, "Then keep me close, and keep her distracted." Evelyn scrolls with a hand that does not feel like hers. There are photos, blurred and intimate, Mia in Noah's apartment mirror, Noah's wrist on Mia's waist. There are timestamps that overlap every night Noah said he was on deadline. There are attached images of sketches Evelyn never posted, labeled, circled, annotated. Mia writes. Her ideas fall out of her like sparks, and she hands them to me like gifts. Noah writes. Use them, and I will place the story where it matters. Mia writes. Once the prize is mine, you and I stop hiding. Noah writes. I never liked hiding. Evelyn looks up. Mia's smile has thinned into something sharp. Noah's expression has flattened into irritation, as if Evelyn is being inconvenient. The music in the room keeps playing. Glasses keep clinking. People keep laughing, unaware a life is splitting in half at a banquet table. Evelyn hears her own voice, small and cracked. Why? She says. Mia lifts her chin. Why? Evelyn repeats, louder. Why would you do this to me? Mia's eyes flash with a hot, ugly relief. Because I am tired. Mia says. Tired of being your shadow. Evelyn shakes her head. You asked me to share. Evelyn says. You said we were sisters. We are not sisters. Mia snaps. We are competitors, and you have been winning since day one. Mia says, and her teeth show. Noah exhales, impatient. Evelyn, stop making a scene. Noah says. A scene. Evelyn repeats. Noah's gaze is cold enough to chill champagne. Mia is hungry. He says. And she listens. He adds. She understands what helps my career. Evelyn's stomach twists. So I do not help your career. Evelyn says. You are talented. Noah says, shrugging. But you are naive. Mia laughs softly, like a secret shared in bed. Evelyn's eyes burn, but she refuses to let the tears fall here. Around them, a few guests are turning their heads, phones tilt upward. A whisper ripples through the crowd like a lit fuse. Evelyn takes one slow breath. Then she takes another. When she speaks again, her voice is steady enough to cut. Fine. She says. You want Stardust. Evelyn says. You can chase it. You want him. She says, nodding at Noah. You can keep him. She pockets her phone. She lifts her champagne flute, holding it high as a toast. Heads turn fully now. The room quiets in that hungry way crowds do. Evelyn smiles, polite and bright. To new love. She says, looking directly at Mia and Noah. And to stolen light. She adds. Some people laugh, uncertain. Some people gasp. Mia's face twitches. Noah steps forward, but Evelyn steps back. You owe me. Evelyn says softly, and only they can hear. And I collect. She adds. Then she turns and walks out of the ballroom. She does not run. She does not stumble. She walks like a woman leaving a funeral for something that never deserved flowers. Behind her, the party stutters back to life. Ahead of her, the night waits, wide and dark, like a runway with no applause. Evelyn locks the studio door and leans her forehead against the cold glass. The city outside is loud, but inside the only sound is her breathing. No tears come. Not yet. At her cutting table, Evelyn drags a notebook closer and writes 3 names. Mia Carter, Noah White, Lena Green. The ink sits there until it stops looking like ink and starts looking like targets. Her phone buzzes again. Noah's name flashes. Evelyn lets it ring. Mia tries next. Evelyn ignores that too. When the screen finally goes dark, she exhales. She opens the thread again, not to punish herself, but to map the crime. Every message gets screenshot. Copies go to an encrypted drive. She labels the folder with one blunt word: evidence. At dawn, when her hands stop shaking, she makes coffee and begins listing every moment that now makes sense. Mia asking for just a peek at final patterns. Noah insisting he should review the pitch deck before she sends it. Lena hovering at fittings, pretending to take photos for social media. Evelyn's stomach knots tighter, yet her thoughts sharpen into something orderly. Stealing needs proximity, and proximity leaves a trail. She follows it through email headers, file histories, and cloud logs. The timestamps line up with a cruelty that is almost tidy. Mia asks. Noah nudges. Evelyn shares because she mistakes trust for love, and they turn it into inventory. By noon, the heat in her chest cools into a hard, usable kind of calm. She calls the one person in the industry who does not flinch from truth. Ella Walker answers on the 3rd ring. Evelyn. Ella says, voice brisk. I heard you had a night. Evelyn's throat tightens. So it spread. Evelyn says. It always spreads. Ella replies. Especially when it is messy. Evelyn swallows. I need 5 minutes. Evelyn says. You have 10. Ella says. Talk. Evelyn tells her everything, but she tells it like a report. She explains the thread, the drafts, the plan to submit Stardust under Mia's name. She admits she once partnered briefly with Ella's brand team, and Mia later took credit for design choices Ella questioned. Ella is silent for a beat. Send me the screenshots. Ella says. Ella. Evelyn starts, and her voice cracks. Do not beg. Ella cuts in. I do not help beggars. Ella says. I help professionals with receipts. Evelyn closes her eyes. I have receipts. She says. Good. Ella replies. Then we can work. Evelyn sends the files. 3 minutes later, Ella calls back. That watermark trick you used on your earlier samples. Ella says. Can you do it again? Evelyn's mind flashes to a technique her mentor taught her at Parsons, a signature hidden in fiber. Yes. Evelyn says. Then do it. Ella says. And listen carefully. Ella adds. Mia tried to sell me a concept last season. It was yours, I suspected it was yours. Ella says. And I hated that I could not prove it. Evelyn's jaw tightens. I can prove it now. Evelyn says. You can. Ella agrees. And you will. Evelyn hangs up and turns to her drafting table. She pulls up the Stardust set and opens a copy, not the original. She edits 3 silhouettes in subtle ways, shifts seams by millimeters, changes panel curves. Then she embeds an invisible marker in the print placement, a signature that appears under specific light. She adds another marker in the stitching, a thread color that looks identical to the eye but fluoresces differently. A trap, elegant as couture. She creates 2 versions. One is the true final. One is the bait. She packages the bait with a note that sounds like surrender. She texts Mia. I am sorry for last night. Evelyn writes. I was shocked. She adds. I have been thinking, and maybe Stardust should be ours. She says. If you want it, I will share part of the final set. She continues. Noah can help us present it. She adds, and the words taste like poison. Mia replies within 1 minute. Finally, Mia writes. Drop it off tomorrow. Mia adds. Evelyn smiles at the speed. Hunger makes people sloppy. She also texts Noah. I need to talk. She writes. I am ready to be reasonable. She adds. Noah replies. Good, do not embarrass me again. Evelyn reads it twice and feels nothing. She opens a new document. She titles it Plan. Then she starts building a web. She lists every designer Mia has stepped on, every assistant she fired for mistakes she caused, every intern she humiliated. Evelyn sends careful messages, polite and calm. She does not say revenge. She says integrity. She says evidence. She says, if you have anything, I will protect your name. By nightfall, 3 people answer. By the next morning, 6 do. One of them sends a file of timeline comparisons. Another sends a voice memo of Mia bragging about borrowing inspiration. Evelyn listens once, then saves it. Her phone rings. It is Lena Green. Evelyn lets it ring twice, then answers. Evelyn. Lena says, fake cheerful. I miss you, girl. Do you? Evelyn says. Of course. Lena chirps. I just wanted to say Mia is worried about you. Evelyn can almost see Lena smiling as she speaks. I am fine. Evelyn says. Good. Lena says. Because the industry is so small, you know? Evelyn smiles without warmth. It is small. Evelyn agrees. And it remembers. She adds. Lena laughs, but it sounds strained. Anyway. Lena says. See you soon. Evelyn ends the call and writes Lena's name under Mia's. She circles it. Not because Lena is powerful. Because Lena is loud, and loud people carry rumors like glitter. Evelyn looks at her studio, at the racks of fabric, at the pinned sketches that once felt like dreams. Okay. She whispers. Let us eat. She adds, and the words are not about food. Evelyn arrives at Mia's loft with a garment bag that feels heavier than it should. Mia opens the door wearing Evelyn's old sample jacket like it is a trophy. Look at you. Mia says, eyes bright. Coming to your senses. Evelyn forces her face into softness. I am trying. Evelyn says. Noah is there too, seated at Mia's kitchen island, laptop open, coffee steaming. He looks up and gives Evelyn a nod that is more command than greeting. Sit. Noah says. Evelyn sits. Mia reaches for the garment bag like a child grabbing a wrapped present. Evelyn holds it back. We talk first. Evelyn says. Mia rolls her eyes. Talk. Mia says. Then we work. Evelyn takes out her notebook and flips to a page that looks like math. Stardust is 6 looks. She says. I will share 3. She continues. And I keep 3. Mia's mouth twists. Half. Mia says. Half is generous. Evelyn replies. Noah leans forward. You do not have leverage. He says. Evelyn meets his gaze. I have time. She says. Noah blinks as if time is a concept he forgot existed. Mia taps her nails on the counter. Fine. Mia says. 3 looks. Evelyn opens the garment bag and lifts the first piece. A midnight blue dress with a sheer overlay, tiny crystals like scattered stars. Mia's eyes go greedy. Beautiful. Mia breathes. Evelyn holds out a folder. Patterns and print placement. She says. Mia snatches it. Noah watches, then types something quickly, likely a note for later. Evelyn continues. She lays out the second look, a structured jacket with a sculpted shoulder and a hidden marker thread. Then the third, a skirt and top set with a subtle signature woven into the lining. Mia stares as if she could swallow the garments whole. I will submit these as my segment. Mia says. Our segment. Evelyn corrects, softly. Mia laughs. Sure. Mia says. Noah closes his laptop. Good. He says. Now we control the narrative. Evelyn tilts her head. Narrative. She repeats. Noah smiles, pleased, thinking she is learning. I will write a feature. He says. I will position Mia as the visionary. He adds. And you. He continues. As her loyal collaborator. Evelyn's chest tightens, but she keeps her face smooth. As long as there is credit. Evelyn says. Noah shrugs. Credit is flexible. He says. Mia beams. I knew you would come around. Mia says, stepping closer. She reaches to hug Evelyn. Evelyn lets her, stiff as fabric on a dress form. Mia whispers in her ear. You will thank me later. Mia murmurs. Evelyn steps back. There is one more thing. Evelyn says. Mia's eyes narrow. What? Mia says. I want to attend your brand meetings. Evelyn says. To learn how you pitch. Mia laughs. Now you want lessons. Mia says. I want transparency. Evelyn replies. Noah's gaze sharpens. Why? He asks. Evelyn shrugs. Because you taught me trust is expensive. She says. Mia and Noah exchange a look. Then Mia smiles, too bright. Fine. Mia says. You can sit in. Evelyn nods. Great, she says. She stands to leave, then pauses. Oh, she adds. I updated some details. Mia waves a hand. Details do not matter. Mia says. Evelyn smiles. Details are everything. She replies, and leaves. Outside, the wind off the river is sharp. Evelyn pulls her coat tighter, and pulls out her phone. She sends Ella a message. Bait delivered. She writes. Ella replies immediately. Good. Ella writes. Now watch them hang themselves. She adds. Evelyn walks toward her studio, and her steps match the beat of her plan. Behind her, in Mia's loft, the printer hums. Noah is already emailing files. Mia is already practicing smiles for cameras. And Evelyn has already decided how the cameras will see them. 2 days later, Mia struts into the offices of Aurelia House, a luxury label with a ruthless reputation. Evelyn follows at a careful distance, notebook in hand, eyes quiet. Noah walks beside Mia like a handler, whispering talking points. Lena Green trails behind, carrying garment bags, grinning too wide. The conference room smells like espresso and money. Executives sit around a glass table, faces unreadable. Ella Walker is there, seated at the head, posture perfect. Mia freezes for half a second when she spots Ella. Then Mia recovers with a practiced laugh. Director Walker. Mia says. What an honor. Ella's eyes flick once to Evelyn. Sit. Ella says, voice flat. Mia sits. Evelyn sits too, as invited, quiet and composed. Noah begins. This is a once-in-a-decade talent. He says, gesturing to Mia. Stardust. He adds. Is the future of modern couture. Mia opens the folder and slides out the bait patterns. She speaks with confidence borrowed from Evelyn's own pitch notes. She says words like constellation, architecture, movement, myth. The executives nod slowly. Then Ella leans back. Show the physical pieces. Ella says. Mia beams. Lena fumbles with the garment bag zipper, then pulls out the midnight dress. The crystals catch the light. There is a murmur around the table. Mia smiles like she is receiving applause. Ella lifts a hand. Turn off the overheads. She says. One executive looks confused, but a staffer complies. The room dims. Ella pulls a small ultraviolet lamp from her bag and clicks it on. She sweeps the light across the fabric. A signature appears, clean and unmistakable. EC. The room goes silent. Mia's smile sticks on her face like glue. Noah's eyes widen. Lena makes a squeaking sound. Ella sets the lamp down gently. Explain. Ella says. Mia laughs, high and brittle. It is. Mia starts. It is just a coincidence. Ella does not blink. Evelyn opens her notebook and writes one word. Bingo. Noah clears his throat. Director Walker. He says. Watermarks can be added by anyone. Ella's gaze snaps to him. True. Ella says. Then why does it match the same hidden signature technique Evelyn Cole used in her samples with my brand last year? She asks. Noah's mouth opens, then closes. Mia's face drains. An executive flips through the patterns, hands steady. This is serious. The executive says. Ella turns to Evelyn. Ms. Cole. Ella says. Do you have anything to add? Evelyn lifts her chin. I do. She says. Mia whips toward her. What are you doing? Mia hisses. Evelyn keeps her voice calm. I am answering a question. She says. She slides a printed timeline across the table. Dates. File creation logs. Email access records. She slides a second packet. Side-by-side comparisons of earlier sketches that Mia claimed as her own, matched against Evelyn's originals. Ella adds a third. A statement from another designer Mia burned. Signature redacted, details clear. Mia's hands shake. This is sabotage. Mia says. Noah leans in, whispering urgently, but his voice is too loud. Stay calm. He says. We can spin this. Ella raises a palm. Stop. Ella says. Her tone is not loud. It does not need to be. I will not partner with a thief. Ella says. And I will not platform an editor who helps her. She adds, eyes on Noah. Noah stiffens. That is an accusation. He says. It is evidence. Ella replies. Mia stands so fast her chair scrapes. You are jealous. Mia spits at Evelyn. You always wanted me beneath you. Mia says. Evelyn smiles, small and sharp. I wanted you beside me. Evelyn says. You chose beneath me all by yourself. She adds. The executive at the end of the table exhales. This meeting is over. The executive says. Security will escort you out. They add, looking at Mia, Noah, and Lena. Lena's face crumples. Wait. Lena squeals. I was just helping. Security appears like it has been waiting behind the wall. Mia grabs the garment bag, but her hands are clumsy. The zipper snags. Crystals spill across the floor, scattering like broken stars. Evelyn watches them roll. She does not bend to pick them up. As Mia is guided toward the door, she twists back. This is not over. Mia says. Evelyn meets her eyes. I know. Evelyn says. I planned for that. She adds. Noah tries to speak, but Ella cuts him off with one glance. Outside the building, Noah grabs Evelyn's arm. His grip is hard, his fingers angry. You set us up. He snarls. Evelyn pulls her arm free. You set yourselves up. She replies. Noah's face reddens. You will regret this. He says. Evelyn steps closer, voice low. I already regretted loving you. She says. This is just cleanup. She adds. Noah flinches like she hit him. Lena stumbles after Mia, whispering frantic excuses, already rehearsing new lies. Evelyn turns away from them. Ella walks beside her, heels clicking like punctuation. First strike landed. Ella says. Evelyn nods. One more to go. She replies. 2 nights before the gala, Evelyn stays late in the studio. She pretends to be alone. She keeps the lights low. She leaves a decoy USB drive on her desk, labeled Final Stardust. Then she waits behind a rack of muslin, listening to the building breathe. At 2:13 a.m., the hallway camera pings her phone. Motion. A shadow at her door. The lock clicks, slow and practiced. Evelyn stays still. A figure slips inside. Mia. She wears black like a cartoon thief, except her hair is perfect and her lipstick is bold. Lena follows, carrying a tote bag, eyes darting like a trapped animal. Mia whispers. Quick. Lena whispers. What if she is here? Mia scoffs. She is weak, she is probably crying. Evelyn's jaw tightens, but she holds. Mia moves to the desk and snatches the decoy USB. She opens drawers, searching for more. Lena hovers, scanning shelves for anything valuable. Mia knocks over a jar of indigo dye. It spills across the floor like midnight blood. Lena gasps. Shut up. Mia snaps. They scramble, feet sliding in the dye. Mia curses under her breath. Evelyn watches the security monitor on her phone. The hidden camera angle is perfect. Mia's face is clear. Her hands are clear. The theft is clear. Mia finds the folder of bait patterns and stuffs it into her bag. Lena grabs a roll of fabric and nearly falls. Leave it. Mia whispers. Focus. They move toward the back room, where Evelyn keeps her true originals in a locked cabinet. Mia tries the cabinet. It does not open. She shakes it. She pulls. She hits it with her fist. Lena wrings her hands. Mia, we should go. Lena whispers. Mia's eyes are wild. I am not leaving empty. Mia hisses. She spots the studio mannequin wearing Evelyn's newest look, thorns in bloom. Mia's gaze turns hungry. She reaches for it. Evelyn steps out from behind the rack. Put it down. Evelyn says. Lena screams. Mia spins, eyes wide, then angry. You. Mia spits. Evelyn holds her phone up. The red recording dot glows. You are on camera. Evelyn says. Mia laughs, sharp and unhinged. You think that scares me? Mia says. It should. Evelyn replies. Mia takes a step forward. You always had it easy. Mia says. You got the talent, the applause, the love. She adds. I got scraps. Mia snarls. Evelyn's voice stays even. You got my trust. Evelyn says. And you turned it into a weapon. She adds. Noah's voice suddenly booms from the open door. What the hell is going on? Noah strides in, tie loosened, eyes furious. He looks from Evelyn to Mia to the spilled dye. He freezes when he sees the phone. Evelyn. He says, and his tone shifts, smoother. Let us talk. Evelyn keeps recording. Noah. She says. You should smile for the camera. Noah's face hardens. You set a trap. He says. I set boundaries. Evelyn replies. Mia lunges, trying to grab the phone. Evelyn steps back. Mia slips in the dye and crashes to her knees. The sound is loud, pathetic, final. Lena starts crying. I did not want this. Lena sobs. Mia screams at her. Shut up. Mia yells. Noah stares at Mia on the floor, then at Evelyn. His eyes calculate. He reaches into his pocket. Evelyn's breath catches. He pulls out his own phone, not a weapon. He holds it up. We can fix this. Noah says. Delete the video. He adds. And I will write you a redemption piece. Evelyn laughs, one short sound. A redemption piece. She repeats. Noah steps closer. You still want the prize. He says. I can help. He adds. Evelyn lifts her chin. I do not need you to tell the truth. She says. I only need you to stop lying. She adds. Noah's jaw clenches. He lowers his phone. Mia pushes herself up. Dye on her hands, dye on her dress, dye on her pride. This is not enough. Mia says, voice shaking. It will be. Evelyn replies. She presses a button on her screen. A loud alarm blares. Red lights flash in the hallway. Lena shrieks again. Footsteps thunder toward the studio. Building security rushes in. They see Mia, the tote bag, the open drawers, the spilled dye. They see Noah standing inside after hours. They see Evelyn's steady face and her phone recording. Security calls the police. Noah curses under his breath. Mia starts shouting about misunderstandings. Lena cries louder. Evelyn stands still as the chaos unfolds around her like cheap fabric tearing. When the police arrive, Evelyn hands over a copy of the footage and her prepared report. She does not gloat. She does not smile. She simply says, this is what happened. As Mia and Lena are escorted out, Mia twists her head back, eyes blazing. You will regret this. Mia says. Evelyn meets her stare. I already survived it. Evelyn says. This is just the part where you feel it. She adds. The Lincoln Center glows under winter lights, marble and banners and cameras. The International Emerging Designer Prize Gala is a theater of ambition. Evelyn arrives with the Originality Alliance. They wear black, not mourning, but solidarity. Ella Walker meets them at the entrance, elegant and unreadable. You ready? Ella asks. Evelyn nods. I have never been more ready. She says. Across the red carpet, Mia appears. She looks polished, like someone trying to paint over cracks. Noah walks with her, jaw set, smile forced. Lena trails behind, face pale, clutching a small clutch like it can hide her. Mia spots Evelyn and lifts her chin. She strides over, microphone already chasing her. Evelyn. Mia says brightly. I am so glad you are here. Evelyn smiles, calm. Would not miss it. She says. Mia leans closer. This ends tonight. Mia whispers. Evelyn's smile does not change. It does. She whispers back. The doors open. The crowd flows inside. The hall is full of gowns and tuxedos and people who pretend they do not feed on scandal. On stage, a giant screen waits behind the podium. Evelyn takes her seat with the Alliance. Ella sits 2 rows ahead, angled like a judge. Noah sits beside Mia, hand on her knee, as if anchoring her. The host starts the show. Awards for craftsmanship. Awards for innovation. A montage of nominees. Then the moment arrives. Best Emerging Designer. The host says. Presented by Aurelia House. Ella Walker walks onto stage. The room applauds. Mia grips Noah's hand. Evelyn's pulse is steady. Ella opens the envelope. She pauses, letting tension build. She looks up. The winner, Ella says, is Evelyn Cole, for Stardust. Applause explodes. Evelyn stands. The Alliance stands with her. Cameras swing. Mia bolts up from her seat. No. Mia shouts. It is mine. She screams. The room gasps. Noah stands too, face flushed. This is fraud. Noah says into the nearest camera. He moves toward the stage with Mia. Security hesitates, uncertain, because wealth often confuses rules. Mia reaches the front and points at Evelyn. She stole from me. Mia cries. She is a thief. Mia insists. The crowd murmurs, hungry. Evelyn walks to the aisle, not rushing, not slowing. Ella watches her, eyes steady. Evelyn stops at the base of the stage. She looks up at Mia. Then she looks at the audience. Then she lifts her hand. I would like to respond, Evelyn says. The host blinks, then nods because live television loves a fight. Ella steps back. Evelyn walks onto the stage. She stands at the microphone. The lights are bright enough to erase shadows, but not bright enough to erase truth. Mia stands close, trembling with fury. Noah hovers, ready to talk over her. Evelyn gestures to the screen. Please play the file labeled Stardust Record, she says. A technician hesitates. Ella nods once. The technician presses play. The screen lights up. Footage fills it. Mia in Evelyn's studio at 2:13 a.m. Mia taking the USB. Mia opening drawers. Mia cursing as dye spills. Lena crying. Noah entering. Noah offering to write a piece in exchange for deletion. The room goes silent, then makes a sound like a wave pulling back before it crashes. Mia's face goes white. Noah's smile dies. Evelyn's voice stays calm. That is the break-in, she says. It is also the pattern, she adds. The footage cuts to their messages, names plain on the giant screen. Mia timing distractions. Noah directing submissions. Noah coaching Lena on which lie to post first. Then ultraviolet light blooms over the patterns, and the hidden EC flares up like a verdict. A timeline follows, file creation dates stacked against access logs and forwarded emails. One last audio clip plays, another designer's voice steady. Mia laughs about borrowing ideas as if theft is a joke. Murmurs spread through the hall, and the mood turns. Ella steps forward. Our investigation confirms Ms. Cole's originality, Ella says. It also confirms Ms. Carter's repeated plagiarism, she adds. And Mr. White's collusion, Ella says. Noah tries to speak. The host raises a hand to stop him, the first time anyone has ever stopped him. Design Council members appear at the side of the stage. One speaks into a microphone. Effective immediately. The council member says, Mia Carter is banned from competition and professional membership. Her submissions are void. They continue. And an ethics complaint has been filed against Noah White. They add. Cameras zoom in on Noah's face. He looks like a man realizing the internet is a courtroom with no closing time. Mia starts screaming. This is rigged, she shouts. It is lies, she yells. Security finally moves. They take her arms. She fights like a spoiled child. Noah reaches for her, then stops when he sees the cameras. He chooses himself, as he always does. Lena bursts into tears, collapsing into a chair, mascara streaking down like surrender. As Mia is dragged away, she locks eyes with Evelyn. Her rage is feral, but it is also empty, because the stage has moved on without her. Evelyn turns back to the microphone. I did not come here to ruin anyone, she says. I came here to protect what I make, she adds. Original work is a form of truth, Evelyn says. And truth does not belong to thieves, she adds. The room applauds again, but this time it is not polite. It is loud. It is real. Ella hands Evelyn the trophy. It is heavy and bright. Evelyn feels its weight settle into her palm like a promise. As she steps off stage, she sees Noah standing alone. His eyes follow her, not with love, not with regret, but with fear. Evelyn walks past him without stopping. She does not need his apology. She needs his silence. Tonight, she gets it. Epilogue. Thorns in bloom the next morning. The headlines are brutal and bright. Mia Carter is a name nobody wants on a lookbook. Noah White is a name nobody trusts on a byline. Evelyn Cole is a name people say with a little awe. Evelyn wakes up in her studio chair because she falls asleep sketching, not crying. Ella Walker texts her one sentence. Contracts at noon. At the Design Council office, the Alliance files the final packet. The staffers do not smile, but they do nod. Mia hires a lawyer. Noah hires a publicist. Lena deletes her accounts. None of it changes the footage. None of it changes the logs. 2 weeks later, Evelyn stands in a warehouse venue in Brooklyn. It is smaller than the Lincoln Center stage, but it is hers. The banner over the entrance reads Thorns in Bloom. A reporter asks if the title is about revenge. Evelyn thinks for a second. It is about survival, she says. It is about boundaries, she adds. Backstage, the first model lifts her chin as the music starts. Evelyn checks the hem one last time, hands steady. Ella watches from the side, arms folded, eyes sharp. You learned fast, Ella says. I learned late, Evelyn replies. But I learned, she adds. The runway lights flare. The collection walks out like a promise. Black silk with reflective thread, white organza layered into petals. The audience leans in. They clap, and this time the clapping feels earned. After the show, an investor offers Evelyn a deal with control clauses. Evelyn reads every line. She edits 3. She signs only when the contract protects her team. That night, she returns to her studio alone. She places the trophy on a shelf. She sets her sketchbook beside it. She opens to a blank page and draws a single clean line. New York hums outside, endless and hungry. Evelyn hums back, not as prey, but as a maker. She whispers to the empty room. Let them watch, she says. And let them learn, she adds. Then she turns the page and keeps drawing.
Thanks for watching. Follow for more romance stories.